Namaskar, and a very good morning to everyone. Knowledge shared is knowledge squared. If you have knowledge, let others light their candles in it. Paving the way for such free flow of knowledge and experience, we've gathered here today at the Chief Justice Gati Krishna Mishra Auditorium of the Odisha Judicial Academy, Cuttack, in the auspicious land of Jagannath Dham, Orissa, for the East Zone 1 Regional Conference on Contemporary Judicial Developments and Strengthening Justice Through Law and Technology, organized by the National Judicial Academy, Bhopal, in association with High Court of Orissa and the Odisha Judicial Academy, Cuttack. On their behalf, I, Sukanya Satpathy, Sub-Divisional Judicial Magistrate Sundargarh, take this unique privilege to extend my warm greetings to all the partakers of this regional conference. We are absolutely delighted and honored by the august and distinguished presence of the Honorable Judges of Supreme Court of India, Honorable Judges of the participating High Courts of Patna, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, and Orissa, Honorable Resource Persons for this regional conference, Honorable Director, National Judicial Academy, Bhopal, esteemed Registrar General, High Court of Orissa and his team, esteemed Principal Secretary of the Law Department, esteemed Member Secretary, Odisha State Legal Services Authority and his team, participating judicial officers of the states of Bihar, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, and Odisha, officers of the state government, and all the viewers who have joined us today through virtual mode in this regional conference. Commencing with the inaugural session, I humbly request Honorable Shri Justice Surya Kant, Judge, Supreme Court of India, to kindly adorn the dais, and I request Shri Vidyut Kumar Mishra, the esteemed Director, Odisha Judicial Academy, to kindly conduct his lordship to the dais. Thank you, Your Lordship. I now humbly request Honorable Shri Justice Chakradhari Sharan Singh, Chief Justice, High Court of Orissa, and Patron-in-Chief, Odisha Judicial Academy, to kindly adorn the dais, and I request Shri Asanta Kumar Das, the esteemed Registrar General, High Court of Orissa, to kindly conduct his lordship to the dais. Thank you, Your Lordship. I now humbly request Honorable Shri Justice Aniruddha Bose, former Judge, Supreme Court of India, and Honorable Director, National Judicial Academy, Bhopal, to kindly adorn the dais, and I request Shri Pradyumna Kumar Naik, the esteemed Registrar, Vigilance, High Court of Orissa, to kindly conduct his lordship to the dais.
May I request Honorable Mr. Justice Asanuddin Amanullah to come to the dais. The Registrar General is, please.
Thank you, Your Lordship. We have Honorable I'm sorry. we have Honorable Mr. Justice Ahsanuddin Amanullah, Judge, Supreme Court of India, on dais. I now humbly request Honorable Sri Justice Sangam Kumar Sahu, Judge, High Court of Orissa, and Chairman, Judicial Academy and Training Committee, High Court of Orissa, to kindly adorn the dais, and I request Dr. Jeevan Jyoti Rath, the esteemed Registrar, Administration, High Court of Orissa, to kindly conduct his lordship to the dais. Thank you, Your Lordship. I seek the kind permission of Honorable Sri Justice Surya Kant, Judge, Supreme Court of India, to declare this event as open. Thank you, Your Lordship. The event is declared open. To plant a sapling is to believe in a better tomorrow. He who plants a tree plants a hope. With the hope of reaping a joyous and better tomorrow, I request Judicial Officer Ms. Rani Ranjita Patnaik to kindly present Honorable Sri Justice Surya Kant, Judge, Supreme Court of India, with a sapling. Thank you. I now request Judicial Officer Sri Lalitandu Debata to kindly present Honorable Sri Justice Chakradhari Sharan Singh, Chief Justice, High Court of Orissa, and Patron-in-Chief, Odisha Judicial Academy, with a sapling. Thank you. I now request Judicial Officer Ms. Jigyasa Panda to kindly present Honorable Mr. Justice Ahsanuddin Amanullah, Judge, Supreme Court of India, with a sapling. Thank you. I now request Judicial Officer Sri Anshuman Rath to kindly present Honorable Sri Justice Aniruddha Bose, former Judge, Supreme Court of India, and Honorable Director, National Judicial Academy, Bhopal, with a sapling. Thank you. I again request Judicial Officer Ms. Rani Ranjita Patnaik to kindly present Honorable Sri Justice Sangam Kumar Sahu, Judge, High Court of Orissa, and Chairman, Judicial Academy Training Committee, High Court of Orissa, with a sapling. Thank you. Now, we take a moment to eulogize the rich heritage, history, culture, literature, tradition, and beauty of the state of Odisha. For this, I humbly request the honored dignitaries on and off the dais, as well as all the esteemed participants and members of the audience, to kindly rise for the rendition of the state song, Bande Utkal Janani, penned by Kantakavi Lakshmikant Mahapatra.
Janani, Bande Utkal Janani.
Thank you. Moving forward with the inaugural session, I now humbly request Honorable Shri Justice Sangam Kumar Sahu, Judge, High Court of Orissa, and Chairman, Judicial Academy and Training Committee, High Court of Orissa, to kindly present the welcome address in this distinguished gathering. Your Lordship, please.
Namaskar. Good morning. Honorable Mr. Justice Surya Kant, Judge, Supreme Court of India. Honorable Mr. Justice Ehsanuddin Amanullah, Judge, Supreme Court of India. Honorable Mr. Justice Chakradhari Sharan Singh, Chief Justice, Orissa High Court and Patron-in-Chief, Odisha Judicial Academy. Honorable Mr. Justice Aniruddha Bose, former Judge, Supreme Court of India and Director, National Judicial Academy, sitting on the dais. Honorable Mr. Justice Abhay Sog, Judge, Supreme Court of India. Honorable Mr. Justice Prashant Kumar Mishra, Judge, Supreme Court of India. Esteemed Mr. N. Venkatraman, Additional Solicitor General of India, learned resource persons and honorable judges from High Court of Patna, Jharkhand and Chhattisgarh, my sister and brother judges of Orissa High Court, distinguished guests and government officials, Registrar General, Orissa High Court and members of Registry, Director, Odisha Judicial Academy and his team, Member Secretary, Odisha State Legal Services Authority, learned Advocate General, Odisha, learned Deputy Solicitor General for High Court of Orissa, learned judicial officers from states of Bihar, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, and Odisha, members of print and electronic media, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome all of you to the Millennium City of Cuttack in the East Zone 1 Regional Conference on Contemporary Judicial Developments and Strengthening Justice through Law and Technology, organized by National Judicial Academy Bhopal in collaboration with High Court of Orissa and Odisha Judicial Academy Cuttack. It's a privilege that is significantly gratifying for me to welcome Honorable Sri Justice Surya Kant, Judge, Supreme Court of India, and the signature of the occasion. Presence of a dynamic personality like you, sir, is enough to kindle the hearts of legal luminaries assembled here. I also welcome Honorable Mr. Justice Ehsanuddin Amanullah, a brilliant personality on the dais. I feel honored to welcome Honorable Sri Justice Aniruddha Bose, former Judge, Supreme Court of India and Director, National Judicial Academy Bhopal, who has created indelible mark in the field of justice delivery system. I also take this opportunity to welcome my Chief Justice, whose leadership quality, guidance, and encouragement has paved the way to make this conference successful. We are privileged that we'll be in the midst of eminent personality like Honorable Sri Justice Abhay Sog, Judge, Supreme Court of India, Honorable Sri Justice Prashant Kumar Mishra, Judge, Supreme Court of India, whose gracious presence will definitely add luminosity and lustre to this conference. Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjeev Sachdev, Devas, Acting Chief Justice, Madhya Pradesh High Court, Mrs. Justice Anubha Rawat Chaudhary, Judge, High Court of Jharkhand, Honorable Dr. Justice Anita Somnath, Judge, High Court of Madras, Dr. Justice S. Murlidhar, former Chief Justice, Orissa High Court, and Mr. M. Venkatraman, Lenin, Additional Solicitor General of India, will join us as resource persons in various sessions coming up in these 2 days. I welcome all of them. It is indeed a great privilege and honor to hear from such stalwarts on burning issues concerning important matters in the field of dispensation of justice. I welcome all my brother and sister judges from Patna, Jharkhand, and Chhattisgarh High Court, as well as from High Court of Orissa, who are participating in this conference and who are present here to boost our morale. 70 judicial officers from district judiciary in Bihar, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, and Odisha are participating in this conference. I welcome all of them. I welcome all the personalities who are present in this auditorium and also joined us through virtual mode. I am not only hopeful but confident that the participants would cooperate wholeheartedly so that we will have a fruitful and meaningful deliberation, and this regional conference will be an eye-opener for all of us, and each one of us will carry some positive intellectual which will help us to discharge our constitutional duties in a better manner. Thank you. Jai Hind, Bande Utkal Janani.
Thank you, Your Lordship, for the warm and gracious welcome extended to all the esteemed participants of this regional conference. I now humbly request Honorable Shri Justice Aniruddha Bose, former Judge, Supreme Court of India, and Honorable Director, National Judicial Academy, Bhopal, to kindly address this august gathering.
Okay. Honorable Justice Surya Kant, Honorable Justice Amanullah, Honorable the Chief Justice Chakradhari Sharan Singh, Chief Justice of Orissa High Court, and all other resource persons and participants. Mine is a twin objective. It's really a second welcome address, as I represent National Judicial Academy, the co-host. So Justice Sahu has by name welcomed all of you. So I'm avoiding that exercise. My second task is to briefly introduce the subjects we shall be discussing and what we intend to get from them. Good morning to you all. I first thank the High Court of Odisha and the Judicial Academy of the state for being effectively the organizers of this program, though it carries our label as well. And this is an effort by the NJ to hold regional conferences, 2 for each region, so that a more number of honorable judges can attend and share their views and exchange also. The theme of this program has two segments, both of which are of great relevance for the legal community as a whole and particularly the judges. While on the first day, it would be essentially introspection on role of judges in the year 2024. We are fortunate to have a very distinguished panel comprising of Justice, apart from Justice Surya, Justice Amanullah, Justice Oak, Honorable Justice Prashant Kumar Mishra, Mr. Venkatramani is here, Additional Solicitor General. Then we have one of my erstwhile colleague from Odisha High Court, and Justice Anubha Rawat Chowdhury and Justice Anita Sumant, not in the order of seniority. I am saying this. They will guide us on this theme. The second day program relates to technology, with which all of us will have to get well equipped and well acquainted for improving our judicial work both in time and quality. If one looks at the morning newspapers now, or the TV channels, or the online news portals, which appears to be the current favorite news source, we see the judicial news covering more space than at any point of time in history of this country. As compared to the time when I or most of us entered the legal profession in mid or end 80s of the last century, events in court have moved from periphery to the almost center stage of the contemporary socio-political world. This automatically results in generating interest of the common people, litigants and non-litigants alike, in what we the judges do on and off courts, where we come from, where we go to, and where shall we go after demitting office. Such interest ultimately attains the form of some kind of societal scrutiny, intended or unintended. This is not something we ought to feel shy of. In fact, we as a community have not fought shy of such exposure. On the other hand, by making the decision-making process more transparent, we have taken the issue head on. Again, going back by 40 years, none of us ever knew, except through the corridor gossips of the courts, whose names were being recommended as judges. Now through ICT, everything is online and upfront. The media is also reporting these events in bold prints. Live streaming of court proceedings were unheard of. The thinking of those days was mainly sobriety and solemnity in the judicial process. I remember in the court from which I originally come, even events like administering of oath were not allowed to be photographed, much less videographed. None could transcribe court proceedings barring accredited journalists without permission of the presiding judge. The working of mobile phone within the court premises used to result in seizure of these phones. Then came internet and smartphones, and things changed radically. I personally, on many occasions, while sitting as a judge, asked a lawyer to find out the meaning of a Latin phrase or search for an old decision from their smartphone in court itself. Information and communication technology has critical role so far as judicial working is concerned. It has reduced the burdens of the judges in the decision-making process and also has added to our thinking time by doing many mundane works. The life of a judge and also that of a lawyer, however, has become both complex and comfortable with ever-improving ICT system. By the time we come to grips with online communication system, artificial intelligence has made its appearance like a comet, but with a promise of permanent stay. We shall hear and understand about these developments and how can they help us in our process of judging when we attend the 2 sessions scheduled for tomorrow. Now, of course, we are keen to hear the deliberations on several facets of decision making, which, as I have already indicated, are introspective in nature. I won't take any further time. Thank you for bearing with me. All of us are keen to hear Justice Surya Kant's keynote address. So, thank you.
Thank you, Your Lordship, for your gracious and enlightening words on the course ahead for this regional conference. I now humbly request Honorable Shri Justice Chakradhari Sharan Singh, Chief Justice, High Court of Orissa, and Patron-in-Chief, Odisha Judicial Academy, to kindly address this distinguished gathering. Your Lordship, please.
A very good morning to all of you. Honorable Mr. Justice Surya Kant, Judge Supreme Court of India, Honorable Mr. Justice Ahsanuddin Amanullah, Judge Supreme Court of India, Honorable Mr. Justice Anirudh Bose, former Judge Supreme Court of India and Director National Judicial Academy, Honorable Mr. Justice Sangam Sahu, Judge High Court of Odisha and Chairman Odisha Judicial Academy and Training Committee, Honorable Sisters and Brother Judges from the High Court of Madras, Patna, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh and Orissa, Mr. Venkataraman, Additional Solicitor General for India, Mr. Padi, Learned Deputy Solicitor General, esteemed district judges and participant judicial officers who have come from different parts of the country, officers of National Judicial Academy, the Registrar General, Odisha High Court and other officers of the registry, the Director, Odisha Judicial Academy and his entire team, the Member Secretary, Odisha State Legal Services Authority, officers of the state government, members of the print and electronic media, ladies and gentlemen. I am incredibly honored and privileged to stand before you today on this momentous occasion of the inauguration of East Zone 1 Regional Conference on contemporary judicial developments and strengthening justice through law and technology at Odisha Judicial Academy, Cuttack. This gathering marks a significant milestone in our commitment to the pursuit of justice, equality, and rule of law. As we come together from 4 different states, we bring with us a wealth of knowledge, 5 different states, bring with us a wealth of knowledge, experience, and expertise. This conference provides us with a unique opportunity to engage in meaningful discussions, exchange of ideas, and learn from one another. The challenges facing our legal system today are vast and complex. It is our collective responsibility to address these challenges with diligence, integrity, and compassion. Through collaboration and cooperation, we can strive towards more just and equitable society for all. I have no doubt that this conference will be productive and enlightening experience for us all. Let us seize this opportunity to reaffirm our commitment to the noble principles of justice and uphold the highest standards of professionalism in our work. I look forward to the fruitful outcomes that will emerge from our time together at this conference. May we all be inspired and motivated to continue our important work in the service of justice and the rule of law. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Your Lordship, for your insightful words and continued guidance. I now request Honorable Mr. Justice Ehsanuddin Amanullah, Judge, Supreme Court of India, to kindly address this august gathering in the inaugural session. Your Lordship, please.
Very good morning to all of you. Honorable, my esteemed senior colleague, Justice Surya, Kant, Justice Chakradhari, Sharan, Singh, a very good friend and Chief Justice of the Orissa High Court, Justice Anirudh Bose, another very close and respected senior colleague, Justice Sahu, judges of the various high courts, especially my parent High Court Patna, judicial officers here from the Academy, from the National Judicial Academy, others, members present, the judicial officers and members of the press, and Mr. Venkatraman, Solicitor General, the Deputy Solicitor General, Orissa High Court. Slightly, I was unprepared. I thought I had 1.5 hours to relax and get used to the atmosphere before I took this hot seat. But I am grateful and thankful to my colleagues that they thought that maybe I should also put in a few words to set the tone for the two-day conferences. I'll tell you, my brothers from Patna and Brother Chakradhari know the theme on which I'll be sharing the dais with Justice Oak is on judicial ethics, which is very close to my heart, and I keep on repeating my thoughts with regard to the present times, how we have to adapt, and how suddenly it has become so important. It was always an important curriculum in every phase, at every point of time, but suddenly it has taken the center stage because of, as Justice Bose has just said, scrutiny from every side, from the public, from the press, the media. Now judges are on trial, we are on trial. So how to handle that, what are the requirements, how to handle the pressure at home from peers, from colleagues. And then the theme, I think it is very contemporary, how technology and delivery justice system have to go side by side so that the optimum is delivered. It's not an easy task because still we find, no matter how equipped we are individually as judges, we have to understand that unless the common litigant and the bar is, and the supporting system, the staff, the clerical staff of the court is, unless they are updated, we can't move ahead with this technology. So it's a partnership of everybody. Everybody has to be on the same platform. That is the major challenge. Seeking for us, we adapt to everything. New laws, we get a new roster. We adapt within a week. That is not an issue. The issue is how do you motivate, how do you get the persons who are totally unmotivated, in the sense that everybody likes status quoism.
go for the ordinary thing, the normal way of filing, the normal way of knowing orders, the normal way of typing. How do you motivate get them on board? Because actually they are the ones who will deliver at the ground level. And that is what we want, because of various reasons. Yes, pendency is one of them. We always keep flagging pendency, but that is not because of the judges, because of the sheer numbers. We humanly can't be handled by the number of persons we have to decide. But then technology would help, and the moment you get used to it, you will yourself feel that how easy it is. Small things become easy for you. Then you can move on to the next stage. A lot of times we are bound by these logistics, these rules, filing, things like that, all technicalities. We forget that our main objective is to apply our mind without any pressure on the list before us. So I think this is going to be a great session, and looking forward to everything, and wishing you all the best. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Your Lordship, for your enlightening and gracious words of wisdom and encouragement. I now request Honorable Shri Justice Surya Kant, Judge, Supreme Court of India, to kindly deliver the inaugural address of this regional conference. Your Lordship, please.
My esteemed colleague, Justice Ahsanuddin Amanullah, Judge, Supreme Court of India, very dear friend, Justice Aniruddha Bose, former Judge, Supreme Court of India and Director, National Judicial Academy, Justice Chakradhari Sharan Singh, Honorable the Chief Justice, Odisha High Court, Justice S.K. Sahu, Director, Odisha Judicial Academy, Honorable sister and brother judges from the High Courts of Patna, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh and Orissa, Mr. N. Venkataraman, Learned Additional Solicitor General of India, Learned Advocate General, Odisha, Learned Deputy Solicitor General, Officers of the Civil and Police Administration, Government of Odisha, members of the District Judiciary from different states, officers of the National Judicial Academy and the Odisha Judicial Academy, members of the legal fraternity, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to all of you. It's indeed a very delighted moment for me to be here with you in this two-day conference, which will surely explore the recent judicial developments and the integration of law and technology with the objective of building a robust justice delivery system. I extend my heartfelt congratulations to the National Judicial Academy led by Justice Bose, the Odisha High Court and the Odisha Judicial Academy led by its Patron-in-Chief and Chief Justice Chakradhari Sharan Singh for having come together to organize this event at such a large scale and in an excellent, seamlessly manner. This event, as I was going through the different sessions which will be held, will give a privilege to the participants in all the sessions aiming at engaging primarily our judicial officers from the district judiciary, whom we always consider very crucial in positively shaping their professional trajectories. Multiple sessions will be conducted featuring invaluable insights from esteemed judges of the Supreme Court, as Justice Abhayog, Justice Prashant Mitra are also there, Justice Muralidhar, former Chief Justice, is also coming. I am confident that their inputs will create significant opportunities for learning and growth. I inquired from Honorable Chief Justice in the morning that the major of the participants are from district judiciary. And I believe that the district judiciary, as we all know, is the primary interface between the judiciary and the citizens. Seeking justice in district courts is often the fast and most accessible recourse for many citizens, particularly given the challenge that they may encounter while approaching the higher judicial forms, whether the High Court or the Supreme Court. I therefore believe the district judiciary plays a pivotal role in maintaining law and order, administering justice, and upholding the rule of law. It serves as an essential institution and is what I call the first responders of the justice delivery system, who cater to the individual across all segments of society. When we talk about the district judiciary, it is important to note that we cannot oversimplify the role, and it has to be kept in mind that there are a lot of complexities in performance of their day-to-day duties. District courts handle a diverse spectrum of subject matters, ranging from criminal offenses to property disputes and familial conflicts to intellectual property matters, each with its own specific procedures and responsibilities. District courts indeed play an integral role in shaping legal discussions in the grassroots level, with judges forging ties with the local communities. To all the judicial officers present here, I want to emphasize that you bear the responsibility of ensuring justice for all and form the very foundation of our justice delivery system. At the same time, I must highlight that many of you learned district judges will be vested with substantial powers, particularly in issuing interim orders and deciding on the rights of the parties. This power must be exercised with care and diligence, because the old saying goes, with great power comes great responsibility. In addition to wielding the powers, it is important for the district judiciary to encourage and educate parties about resolving their disputes amicably through alternative dispute resolution mechanisms. This step will undoubtedly help reduce the already heavy load of pending matters before the judiciary as a whole. During all the events conducted by the National Judicial Academy on periodical basis, I have been able to attend some of those conferences where I could interact with young judicial officers. Whenever I get a chance, I make it a point to underscore the goal of approaching every case and treating every litigant with the values of compassion and integrity. This approach engenders greater public trust and also elevates the credibility of the judiciary as an institution. As judges, we bear the enormous responsibilities of adjudication decisions that are life-altering for many. Therefore, it is of utmost importance and is of significant value that the decisions are made mindfully, guided by the twin values, as I said earlier, compassion and integrity. I am also of the opinion that the young officers, such as some of them who are participating today, should make a concerted effort to stay abreast with the latest technological developments, whether within the judicial sphere or beyond. As we all know, technology has enabled justice to reach even the most remote locations across the nation, bringing it literally to the doorsteps of the people. And technology, in fact, has proved to be a very, very vital and potent instrument to take the judiciary as we have been always dreaming, and particularly under the aegis of the 1987 Legal Service Authority Act, that we will take justice to the doorstep. Courts are increasingly embracing digitization by becoming paperless and adopting virtual proceedings. However, technology also gives rise to complex civil and criminal disputes. There can be range of intellectual property disputes involving advanced tech or devices to intricate frauds committed using sophisticated software, and those are becoming alarmingly prevalent. It is therefore incumbent upon the legal fraternity, particularly the judges, to exercise heightened vigilance and awareness regarding technological advancements. Some of these challenges have been included as the topics in this conference, and I believe there will be a very deep insight discussion during the technical sessions. I have also been frequently speaking about the art of judgment writing and the elements of judicial behavior. These are also the two topics that will be elaborated during the sessions. Judgment writing is not just a procedural requirement, but an art that depends clarity, precision, and fairness. It is through well-crafted judgments that justice is not only done, but seem to be done, reinforcing the credibility of our judicial system. If some of you have been able to attend the programs where I have been giving a PowerPoint presentation on art of writing judgment, I have been always appealing to all the officers and the judges that please develop a skill of writing judgment like a fiction writing. When you write the first paragraph, it must create that anxiety and interest even in a stranger reader to find out that what happened. And that happens normally, as you will find, when you start reading a fiction, a story, that you get that anxiety that you want to reach to the last conclusion. That kind of passionate writing, a sequence-based writing in judgment really does help our readers to make more interesting what we really contribute through our judicial process. Similarly, judicial behavior encompasses its demeanor, impartiality, and ethical standards that judges must uphold. It is critical that judges to conduct themselves with integrity and compassion, fostering respect and trust in the judiciary. Both judgment writing and judicial behavior hold immense value in our role as judges and are skills that require conscious and continuous development over time. I would like to conclude by hoping that this conference proves to be enriching and productive for all the judicial officers present here. I am sure these sessions will prove to be insightful and engaging, which will perhaps help us in establishing best practices that may be inculcated, while also providing valuable insight into various aspects of the judicial system. I wish all of you the very best of luck and a fruitful, successful conference. Thank you very much. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, Your Lordship, for your esteemed guidance and valuable insights on judiciary that would guide us as we navigate the course of this regional conference. As a token of our esteem, deep regard, and immense gratitude, we would like to honor our distinguished dignitaries for their kind presence and guidance in this regional conference. So I humbly request Honorable Shri Justice Chakradhari Sharan Singh, Chief Justice, High Court of Orissa, and Patron-in-Chief, Odisha Judicial Academy, to kindly adorn the Uttariya and present the memento to Honorable Shri Justice Surya Kant, Judge, Supreme Court of India. Thank you, Your Lordships. I now humbly request Honorable Dr. Justice Sanjeev Kumar Panigrahi, Judge, High Court of Orissa, and Member, Judicial Academy and Training Committee, High Court of Orissa, to kindly adorn the Uttariya and present the memento to Honorable Mr. Justice Ehsanuddin Amanullah, Judge, Supreme Court of India. Thank you, Your Lordships. I now humbly request Honorable Shri Justice Sangam Kumar Sahu, Judge, High Court of Orissa, and Chairman, Judicial Academy and Training Committee, High Court of Orissa, to kindly adorn the Uttariya and present the memento to Honorable Shri Justice Aniruddha Bose, former Judge, Supreme Court of India, and Honorable Director, National Judicial Academy, Bhopal. Thank you, Your Lordships. At this juncture, we take a moment to honor, respect, and revere the symbol of our nation's pride and unity. The next few moments are more than a mere formality. It is a tribute to our national solidarity that enshrines the centuries of our shared history. So I humbly request all the dignitaries on and off the dais, the esteemed participants, and members of the audience to kindly rise for the rendition of the national anthem of India.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
We now seek leave of the honorable guests to wind up the inaugural session of the East Zone 1 Regional Conference on Contemporary Judicial Developments and Strengthening Justice Through Law and Technology. We request all the honorable guests, the esteemed dignitaries, and respected participants to kindly proceed to the portico of this academy for a group photo. We also humbly request everyone to kindly reassemble here at the earliest for the commencement of the first session of the day. Thank you.